Go on.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 3, verse 2. It says, O Lord Yahweh, I have heard thy speech and was afraid.
Right.
O Yahweh, revive thy word in the midst of the years, and in the midst of the years make known. In wrath remember mercy.
Right, break it down, break it down.
And that mercy, right? But only the Heavenly Father will reserve is for his elect. Because right now, you still have what? You still have that allotted time period, which is the grace period. The Heavenly Father's allotted you to get your house in order, to set your heart aright, right? So the Heavenly Father, what's he doing now? He's slowly, what does it say, little by little, he's withdrawing those mercies, right? But what we do know is that the mercies that he reserves God be for his elect. Why the rest of Jacob's trouble through these pestilences, plagues, famine, race war, civil war. But ultimately, the elect are going to be concerned. That's the big no will be part of that.
Right. This is Matthew chapter 27. Let me start from verse 15. The point is of verse 20. Matthew 27, verse 15. Now at that feast, the governor was wont to release unto the people a prisoner, whom they would. And they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, Who will ye that I release unto you, Barabbas or Yahushua, which is called Hamashiach? For he knew that for envy they had delivered him. When he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife said unto him, saying, Have thou nothing to do with that just man? It says, saying, let me read that again. Have thou nothing to do with that just man, for I have suffered many things this day in a dream because of him. There's the point, verse 20. For the chief priests and elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask Barabbas and destroy Yahushua. Right, so the multitude of the people, they desired who? Wickedness. Do you understand? So, and they didn't believe in Yahushua. They didn't believe in Yahushua. That shows you that's that same generation that's here today. They're going to desire the government, right, and evil over Yahushua. They don't believe in Yahushua. That shows the multitude is not going to believe. And what does it say in Revelation chapter 21 about the fearful and unbelieving? Revelation 21, verse 8. Let me start from verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars, shall have their part in the lake, which burneth with what? Fire and brimstone, which is the second death. The first death was what? By the flood. The second death is by what? Nuclear fire. Right? And what I say top of the list is the fearful and the unbelieving amongst our people. Right? Go on.
The book of St. John chapter 3, verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And that's guiding to what the elder was saying about our people choosing Barabbas over Yahushua, man. Yahushua is the light, right? It says, and this is the condemnation, that light is coming to the world,
right,
and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
So they chose death. And as the scriptures clearly tell you, a death shall be chosen rather than life. Okay? Let me get this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Right? And of a sound mind. So we have soundness in our mind because we know exactly what we're fighting for. Right? We know the objective. We know we're running this course and to finish this course and to obtain what? The prize. Which is what? The crown that never fadeth away. Do you understand? And it says, the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear. So the spirit of fear is actually given. So the Most High will give the spirit of fear to who? The 2/3 of our people. Because they don't want to get jacked up and put in concentration camps. Right? And suffer and be excluded from society, have their benefits cut off, and be arrested. Right? Like I already said before, the majority of the people are going to be begging for a new order. After this whole chaos, this whole time of great tribulation, people are going to be begging for a new order of things. Right? And through fear, they're going to consent. They're going to consent, man. If I could get this, Nehemiah. This Nehemiah chapter 5 verse 1. And there was a great cry of the people and of their wives against their brethren the Jews. For their word that said, we are sons and our daughters are many. Therefore we take up corn for them that we may eat and live. Right, so a lot of the Jews, a lot of the Israelites that came out in the captivity of Medo-Persia, they sold their children, their daughters and sons for bread, man, for food. That's what it says. Therefore, it says, we our sons and our daughters are many. Right, because when you go back to Exodus, it said that because of the oppression of the Egyptians, we multiplied. We had a lot of sons and daughters. We had a lot of, sexual intercourse. Right? Just like now. Jacob's multiplying. Jacob's having children all over the place. Why? Because the oppression of Esau, Edom, the modern day pharaohs. So it says, we and our sons and our daughters are many. Therefore we take up corn for them, that we may eat and live. Yeah, so Israelites was trading in their sons and their daughters for corn, for food that they may live. So it says, some also, their word has said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards, and houses, that we might buy corn because of the dearth. Right? There were also that said, we have borrowed money for the king's tribute, and are upon our lands and vineyards. Right? So a lot of the Israelites, what did they do? They went to Persian money exchanges. They went to them and said, listen, give us money in exchange for our fields, man. Right? Give us money, we'll give you fields. So we need that money to pay tribute to the Persian king, which is Artaxerxes at the time. Right? So that's how impoverished our people are. Going back to what is written in Job about skin for skin, a man will give all just to survive. Right? It says, yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children's as their children. And lo, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants. And some of our daughters are brought unto bondage already. Neither is it in our power to redeem them. For other men have our lands and vineyards. So again, it's always been the predicament of our people to sell everything that we have to survive, man. And it's going to be the same time again. The scriptures tell you that there's nothing new underneath the sun. There's nothing new, man. Right?
Yeah, everyone fucking said we're not expecting it. Boom!
Alright.
If I can find the one. Yeah.
Go on. Give me a second.
The book of St. John, chapter 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it.
There you go.
And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal.
Read that again, so lucky.
The book of St. John, chapter 12, verse 25. He that loveth his life shall lose it. And he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it unto eternity. It's like unto life eternal.
So you pray that he that loveth his life, he shall lose it, man. So what does that mean? We gotta be worried. When you're in the battlefield, you gotta know that you're running the risk of being killed your damn self, man. So when we're running this course, up until the point where we receive the crown from the other side, we know that there's more than that. We're gonna have to be martyrs. We're gonna have to die for this, man. We're gonna have to lay our lives down for the brethren, for Yahweh Shai's sake, for the testimony. Right? So this is a life or death. That's why, you know, some new brothers that come in, some brothers be like, I want numbers, man. So I say, get this garment or get in the camp. I'm like, no. Just stand there because I want you to understand what you're getting yourself into, man. Consider what's before you put your hand into the bowl. Count the cost. Because this ain't no game, man. A lot of brothers think this is a game. You know, coming in this truth, talking shit about other brothers and thinking, oh yeah, we're all spiritual, so you know, you ain't gonna give me nothing. Like, you don't realize this is real life, man. This is reality. This is real life, man. A lot of brothers think this is not a game. This is life or death. You understand? So lucky. Where is that before? It's in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? Right. So the scripture says, don't be keeping fellowship with unbelievers, man. Right? Because the scriptures already tell you that what will a man gain? What will a man get if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Right? So that's the fruit of a man that has no faith. And that's the 2/3 of our people. Right? Again, like I said, through fear and unbelief, they're going to put their trust in the government and wind up consenting to take that digital device, man. Right? If I can get that right here. This is this is Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah, in the 54 verse 1. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith Yahweh. So the scripture says more are the children of the desolate. So more of our people are going to die. They'll be beamed up and be married unto the Heavenly Father. Right? So that shows you right there, the vast majority of our people are not going to put their trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Right? So I can get this.
It says there be many prayers, but few shall be saved.
That's in our second Ezra, bro. It's the second Ezra.
It's going to be for many and one to come with you.
Right. Get those pictures, man. Or y'all want to bring this article out?
This is
Go on.
This is second Ezra, chapter 8, starting verse 3. It reads, says, there be many created, but few shall be saved.
Right, so there's many created. Slow. There's many created, but only a few shall be saved. Right? So here is Esau's bringing about his Hindu depopulation. Well, guess what? Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, got his whole depopulation plan, man. Only a few is going to make it. Right? Because you're going to have other nations of two that's going to survive the nuclear holocaust, because we need slaves. We need slaves of the other nations. So you're going to have, the scripture says there's no end of the people. So we're going to have slaves of the other nations. But in terms of receiving salvation, being beamed up into a chariot, that's for the elect. Right? You understand? You got something.
Second Ezra 8:1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High have made this world for many,
Right.
but the world to come for few.
But the world, the scriptures talk about a world to come for a few, right? So it's literally going to be a Genesis, a new beginning, man. The world to come is going to be a new beginning. The world that now is for many. How many people is on earth right now? Talking about 8 billion, 7, 8 billion, something like that. I'm sure that the Heavenly Father wants to depopulate the vast majority of the planet Earth. Right? Exactly.
It's about that time of refreshing, man.
Yeah.
It's for something to be refreshed, to be totally renewed, man.
Right. Exactly. It's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. Come on.
In Ezekiel chapter 5, starting at verse 12, a third part of thee shall die with the pestilence, and with the famine shall they be consumed in the midst of thee, and a third part shall fall by the sword round about thee, and I will scatter a third part into all the winds, and I will draw out a sword after them.
Break it down. What verse and what version? What Bible version is
5
that?
and 12 KJV. But basically, the Lord is speaking about how in different ways He's going to kill the 2/3.
Right.
He's going to kill some of them with pestilence and famine.
Right.
And He's going to kill some of them with the sword, the knife and the gun.
Civil war. That's civil war right there.
And then also it said,
With some chips. What fish do you
the
like?
third part into the winds.
The what?
And I will scatter a third part into all the winds.
The winds.
Yeah.
Now come on.
And I'll draw out a sword after them.
Right, the sword after them. Again, that goes into what? The concentration camps.
Yep.
And ultimately the nuclear missiles. And Yahweh Shai will come with that sword as well. Okay? It says, for my sword and by, what it say? By my sword as people for flesh. Right. But I want to get this. So lucky. Right. This is St. Luke, chapter 13, verse 23. Then said one unto him, Lord, are there few that be saved? And he said unto them, strive to enter in at the straight gate. For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in and shall not be able. Right? Many shall seek to enter in and not be able. So what is that straight gate? That leadeth unto Yahweh Shai, that wide, which is what the kingdom. And that path is only given unto who? The elect. Many shall desire to enter in and shall not be able. But that path is only for the elect, man. Right? Many shall desire to enter in. And you can see them walking around. Are people looking for the truth? The scripture says, blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. But many righteous men have desired to hear and to see the things that you see and hear, and have not been able to do it, man. Because the Heavenly Father hasn't given it to them. You understand? Come on.
The Lord right now wants me to prepare a spiritual ark, right? Because there was many that probably desired to get in the ark in the days of Noah, right? That straight gate,
Right.
which is we know which that path that spoke about, or that bridge, if you will, is Yahweh Shai, man. That's the only way, that gate being likened unto that door that Yahweh Shai knocks on. It says, but only a few that find it, man. The rest of them, they go be drowned in that nuclear bubble bath. Yes.
Bro, to the water. So it says, 2nd Esdras, chapter 7, verse 20. For there be many that perish in this land. There be many that perish in this land, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. Nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and said of the Most High that he is not, and knew his ways. But his law have they despised, and denied his covenants, and his statutes. They have not been faithful, have not performed his works. So we have to perform the works by coming out here in the highways and hedges, man. So it says, and therefore Esdras, for the empty are empty things, and for the full are full things. Right? For the empty are empty things. That's what the two words. And for the full are full things, which is true. That's the elect. Right? What's up, John?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 19. It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Break it down.
So again it says, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 19, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So these are the judgment or the sword of Yahweh Shem to amend their ways, meaning to get right. That word amend going into to correct in your ways, man. But it said, for all these things, they will not harm you. That's why, because Jacob stricken at the rebellion. He says, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourge. So for all these judgments, because the Heavenly Father's judgments are renewed every morning, it's like His mercy. Judgment is continuing. And for all these things that we see day to day, Jake still don't learn. Even bloodshed, even when your son, daughters get shot down in the street, Jake still don't learn.
Right, just going to say that all these things are scourges, or the wages of your wickedness. But our people are not learning from it. Right?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, starting at verse 22. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grapes be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Right, so read that again.
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain.
The multitude that was born in vain.
Yeah.
Come on.
And let my grapes be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
So who's that? That's the elect. With great labor have I made it perfect. Because how do you make perfect? Through faith. What did Yahweh Shai tell that young man that kept all the laws from his youth up? He said, if you will be perfect, sell everything that you have and come and follow me. But that takes faith to do that. He was keeping the law, bro. He didn't have faith. If he had faith, he would have gave it all up and followed Yahweh Shai. That's what we're justified by. Right? So what could be that again?
2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grapes be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect.
Right, so ultimately what also makes us perfect is the sufferings that we have to go through. Okay? And we're going to overcome those sufferings by, again, faith. Right? That time is coming. If I can get this a little something that was posted on Twitter. This is happening now. The New York Appellate Division has ruled in favor of Governor Caffey in a landmark case for government overreach. Isolation and quarantine procedures will give the state of New York the ability to come in your home and take you away to quarantine without any notice, and for any virus or infection they deem necessary. You won't have any option to fight it. No court dates, nothing. The rule has no age limit, and they can keep you as long as they like. The rule also allows them to treat you as they see fit, including using methods that are still in testing. It's one of the biggest abuses of power this country has ever seen. This is only the beginning. How long until this is nationwide or even global? Global, man. Right? So again, the WHO might cause all the powers that be, all the governmental leaders to bring about another lockdown for what? International murders underneath what? Another scamdemic. Disease X. That's what they say. There's rumors of what? A new resurgence of C-19. So they say it's worse than before. Disease X or virus X, man. Right? So WHO, you know, who's running that? The big nose people, the Amalekites. They're going to reinstate another state of emergency. Right? And really, by doing that, what do they want to intend on doing? Collapsing the economy. The Great Reset, because what the lockdowns, the first and second lockdown, what did that messed up the economy? Shutting down small businesses and so forth and so on. That did affect businesses. A lot of people were put up on unemployment benefits. They lost jobs, right? So if there's another lockdown, that will collapse everything, man. Right? What's it?
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. For there shall be in every place and in the cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Read it loud, read it loud.
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right?
They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Right, because the elect, brothers that believe in this truth, we're like among those that are going to rebel against the NWO, man. Right? You're going to have doomsday preppers, militia groups, people that have woken up to the whole conspiracy theorists and everything like that. People that have refused the crack scene. They're also going to be included in the very same people that's going to have in their houses raided, arresting them and their children, put in the concentration camps. Right? And at the same time, what they're talking about, they're saying that they will take away the freedom of speech. You know, deeming people that speak against the whole crack scene and everything as misinformation. So they're going to also, the part of the NWO system is coming against brothers that are what they call religious, man. Quote-unquote black Hebrew Israelites. Right? Underneath what? They're Project Megiddo. You look at Project Megiddo, it speaks about people that stand against the NWO system. To suit doomsday preppers and all that. Militia groups, Christians, Muslims, and also black Hebrew Israelites. So they're going to come for us too, man. Right? What does the scripture says? Marvel not if the world hate. That's an let me get that real quick. This is St. Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Give me on Jeremiah 15, verse 15.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15. Jeremiah chapter 15, starting at 15. O Lord, thou knowest, remember me and visit me and revenge me of my persecutors. Take me not away in thy long suffering. Know that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke.
Right, for thy sake have I what? Suffered rebuke, man. So brothers, in this truth, you're going to have to suffer for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? This is serious business. This ain't no joke. You come out here with your garment on, you know, going through the motions and stuff. You could have to die for this. You have to consider doing that. Worst case scenario, you might just get your ligaments chopped off and so forth and so on, going back into the book of Maccabees. The 7 children, the 7 brothers and their mother, right? Come on.
Sirach chapter 31 verse 10. Who have been tried thereby and found perfect.
You have been tried and been found perfect. That's the elect. Come on.
It says, then let him glory.
Then what?
Then let him glory.
Then let him glory. And we're going to glory, man. In the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ba'kabadash. We're going to glory. The elect is going to glory, man. That's what I said, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Which is, it's a lucky. It's first, right now. Oh, that's a lucky. Is it James? It's a lucky. Yeah. This is James. Chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive a crown of life. With the Lord hath promised to them that love him. Right, how do we love the Lord? By making our bodies a living sacrifice. For coming out here, feeding the sheep, man. If you love them, feed them. Motherfucker. Right? So it said we're going to get a crown of life. A crown represents what? Rulership. But as you have feed these little ones, you also fed Yahweh Shai. Matthew 25. Blessed is the man that endures. So it's all about durability. And the word temptation means what? A test or a trial of a man's character. So your character is going to be tested. Talking about you, man. You know, chauvinistic and the muscles and everything like that. The scriptures say that not many mighty men are called, man. Not many mighty men are called. The Most High is looking for men that will endure. He that endures to the end, saving himself is saved, man. He gonna be beamed up into a chariot, man. So what is it? It says, if your strength faileth, it says, if a man faith in the day of adversity, your strength was small. If you fail in the time of adversity is coming. The Lord is going to make it where the war is going in. The scripture says we prophesy in part, we know it part. We don't know exactly how things are going to run, play out, but we know that Esau's going to make it where he's going to try to demonize us. They've done it before. They try to demonize black people, Israelites, you know, we're a racist group and everything. That time is coming, but they're really going to put it out there. Right?
They also, in 9/11, I believe they arrested the elders of GMS. You know? They arrested them in 9/11. So imagine when the body, that means that Esau's keeping an eye on the men of the Lord. Right? For him to arrest the elders when 9/11 happened, how much more when, you know,
Sirach 7:7.
Sirach chapter 7, starting at verse 7, it reads, it says, offend not against the multitude of a city, and then thou shalt not cast thyself down among the people.
Read that again.
Sirach chapter 7 verse 7, offend not against the multitude of a city, and then thou shalt not cast thyself down against the people.
So offend not the multitude of a city. So we're going to be an offense, man, to the multitude of the people. And we're going to, a time of us being cast down amongst the multitude is going to happen. And that's going to be the great time of sifting. A lot of brothers, you call yourself being the truth, you're going to get sifted out, man. Right? That trial of your faith is coming. Right? You're going to be cast down amongst the people. Are you still going to enjoy that time? That's what brothers going to turn against one another, forsake one another. Brothers going to betray one another. Are you going to stand stiffly like a palm tree? Are you going to stand stiffly? The wind and the waves blow against that tree. Are you going to stand stiffly? You shouldn't talk about the Lord going to commend them that stood so stiffly for his name. You're a man then, man. You're a proven man. It says, if you want to get from prove him first, you got to prove it, man. You are going to be proved to see if your word is stand before your time. Certain brothers talking that big talk when you're out here. A lot of brothers talk big when they're out here, man. Talking with their chest, talking smack on the videos. Sit down. Talking shit. Well, we're gonna see you talking shit when Esau comes down with great wrath, man. And the scripture, the brothers bringing out the great insurrection, are rising up against those that fear the Lord, man. Right? They got our YouTube accounts, they got our names.
And it's so true what you're saying, because at the end of the day, that goes for all of us. Because that fire is going to be put to all of us, man. So we're all going to be tried in that day, man. So we can all talk. We can all talk a good one, but we're truly actually going to be tested, man. Our metal's going to have to be proven soon, man. Right? So this is 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 12 says, yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushua shall suffer persecution.
Right. You're going to have to suffer. You come into Yahweh Bash and Yahushua, you're going to have to suffer. As you read before about the Lord has made it great, and with He's made it perfect. Great something like He's made it perfect. He made, exactly. How do you make that great perfect? Through suffering.
And also, the only way to refine gold is via fire.
Through fire. Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. I brought it out before you came, man. I brought it out, man. Come on.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10. It says, therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain salvation, which is in Yahushua HaMashiach with eternal glory. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he will also deny us. If I could just make a point as well, because I was just told the Rakai Barnes just today, and he was going into that, the fact we got to deny ourselves, man. When you come into this truth, it's not about you, man.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put your ego, your mission, whatever is on a back burner, man. You know, and I think a lot of men forget that when they come into this truth. They bring their ego into it, man. It ain't about you, it's not about me, it's not about any of these brothers here, man. It's about Yahweh Yahushua.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you think we come out here in the streets? That's the ultimate act of selflessness.
Sacrifice.
If you think I want to be out here, I'd rather be at home on my feet up, man. Going this on TikTok, you know, the scrolling, you know, enjoying myself talking to chicks and shit, man.
If I may say it, really, that's what the flesh is. When you're out here, there's nothing, and I can tell as well, like when you're out here, I can see that you're in your element when you're out here in the spirit. So that's what the flesh really wants to do. But through the spirit, you love being out. We love being out here.
You feel good as well when you come out here. You feel good. You feel refreshed when you
know what I'm saying?
You feel good.
Like I said, if I was in the bushes, I'd be like, no, I don't feel like I wouldn't feel proud of myself, man.
But then if I could just say, you see that though within certain men's countenances, with how their spirit is, how their gait is, man, you see that, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That light ain't, that their face ain't shining, if I can say it like that.
Yeah.
Not being a cheerful giver.
That's a cheerful. Loving the Lord with your whole heart, your whole mind. Right? But I want to get this about, because you said that I endure all things for the sake of the elect. Right? So part of enduring all things is what? Suffering. Because Eliezer, going to Maccabees, he endured the suffering